John Maxwell makes a premise in his book, Talent is Never Enough. That there are a lot of people who live their life on the coattails of their talent, meaning they have opportunity because they're very talented in a specific thing. But just because they're talented doesn't mean they can stand up behind what they're talented in. And this creates a dichotomy.
Welcome to Leading Leaders Podcast. 5-minute videos, 5 days a week.
I'm Loren Norris with Leading Leaders Podcast. And it's pretty obvious when you see someone who's very talented at what they do. They have talent to swing a golf club or a baseball bat or kick a football or throw a football or sing a song or dance a ballet or whatever else that talent is. And the challenge is sometimes that talent opens doors for them that, well, to go back to a saying my mother used to use all the time, don't let your alligator mouth overload your canary backside. And it's real easy sometimes for a magnanimous talent to open a door for you to have opportunity to do things that where you're not quite ready for, but your talent almost betrays you. I remember it, and I've got a good friend. His name is Bobby Hayden Jr. And when you talk to Bobby, what you hear is that Bobby is a natural musician. And when I say natural, I mean if he walks by an instrument and looks at it, it takes him just a matter of minutes to go, oh, I can play that, and just plink away at it, whether it's a piano or it's a guitar or probably even a tuba. But the reality is Bobby's natural talent, when he was 6 and 7 years old, made him a protege. It put him in front of the world playing music. Traveled all over the world before his 15th birthday just playing music. He was on TBN, featured before his 10th birthday because he was so gifted with music. Well, fast forward a few years and Bobby found himself playing with Black Sabbath and other bands like that. Lead guitarist for heavy metal rock bands. That led to a different lifestyle and a little bit of drugs and then a lot of drugs and then a whole lot of drugs. And then he found himself on the streets of Hollywood Boulevard shooting up heroin. In fact, when you talk to Bobby, when Bobby shares his testimony, he'll pull up his pant legs and show you the pock marks from the top of his socks all the way up as far as his pant legs will go. And he'll tell you, part of the reason that my life was such a wreck was because my talent carried me much further than where my maturity could go. There are a lot of people even today who live a life where their talent in their job, their talent in their opportunity will open doors that they're just not mature enough, they're not solid enough in their own abilities outside of the area of their talent to continue on that path. Sure, they build great relationships, but here's something you need to know. When you're really talented, there are a lot of people who will find a way to cash in on your talent. There are a lot of people who will manipulate that process because your talent can make them rich. And they don't care about you going down in flames or burning up or burning out. That's not within their realm of responsibility as far as they're concerned. They just know that while the milk cart is there and there's a chance to make money off of you, they're going to take advantage of that talent the best they can. My challenge for you, especially as leaders, is to understand just how far your talent will take you. Now, I'm not saying not to apply your talent. If you've got a gift for singing, for speaking, for writing, for teaching, for mathematics, or whatever it is, take that gift, take that talent, and push it as far as you can. But also know that right behind that, you've got to develop you. You've got to develop your interpersonal skills. You've got to develop your emotional quotient. You've got to develop your ability to work with others, to build others, to challenge others, to push them on to success. If you don't do that, then what's going to happen is your talent is going to become this hollow shell where everyone comes behind you to see your success and participate in your success to the best of their own fulfillment. And when you fail, they're going to turn and walk away. Because no one's going to be there to pick you up when your talent comes to its end. Grow yourself behind your talent to make sure that it's not an empty shell, but it's a really solid representation of all the great things that you can be. I'm Loren Norris with Leading Leaders Podcast for Tell It Like It Is TV. Have a blessed day.
Subscribe now for our extensive video library of leadership lessons promoting faith, family, and freedom.